Hi, it's Squeezy. So, a few days ago, I managed to come across something called Game of Thrones. Like before that, I didn't know you existed. Alright, I knew Game of Thrones existed, but I did not give a shit. I thought it was some dead show full of shit and just people fighting. I seriously did not know what it was about. I just had myself believe that it was a shit show about Vikings and stuff. But yeah, last week, I catch myself watching Game of Thrones. And I'm addicted, man, so I'm kind of fucked, you know what I mean? Like, I watched 2 seasons in one night, I think. It was one night, I can't remember what time it was, because I got mixed up, man. Like, I literally watched the entire 3 seasons in like 2 days, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's got more seasons, but I watched the first 3 seasons in 2 days, bro. So it's addictive, obviously. So I just thought I might share a few things that I absolutely love about Game of Thrones, you know what I mean? Like, I used to think it was such a shit show, but after watching it, man, fuck it up. The first thing I like about Game of Thrones, I'm gonna speak for every guy out there, is tits. Oh my days. Oh my fucking days. That show has more tits than you see in porno, okay? There is more tits in that show more than anything I've ever watched. The stuff that happens in Game of Thrones that doesn't happen in porn. Like, people do some advanced sex shit in there. Wow. So obviously I love tits, man. That's once I saw tits, I was like, fucking hell, man. Episode 1, there's tits everywhere. So I was like, this is my life. I'm going to dedicate my life to Game of Thrones, you know what I mean? So obviously now I'm addicted to it, and I can't change. I just love it. Just obviously I love the tits. That's the first thing I like about it. The second thing I like about Game of Thrones is the imp, half man. What's his actual name? Fuck. I actually can't remember his name. I'm so shit with names. The imp is funny. You know, the half man, the short dwarf guy, the Lannister guy, obviously. Oh, Jesus Christ, the guy is hilarious. He's like a version of me, but in a small body, because he loves talking about tits and wine. Well, anyway, I don't like wine, because wine's for girls. If you're a guy and you drink wine, you need to have a sex change. But moving on to important things, I find that guy hilarious. That's probably why I love Game of Thrones, because I was watching it and I realized, I think it was the last episode, that they actually killed the main character played by Sean Bean. What's his name now? They killed Ned. Alright, Ned dies, and then I was like, what the fuck am I watching this for? Did they just really kill the main character? And then before I know it, I'm starting to fall in love with this half-man guy. This guy is hilarious, man. Oh my days. I don't know, yeah. Sometimes I just sit down on the screen and I'm laughing. It's just a small body in that Viking costume or that armor stuff. It just makes me laugh. Like, I don't know. I think people, like, when they're videoing Game of Thrones on set, they just laugh all the time. But the guy is such a nice actor, the half man is hilarious. That's probably why I love that show. What else do I love about Game of Thrones? I've talked about tits. I also love how I hate Joffrey. I hate Joffrey. Like, I swear to God, the guy that plays Joffrey, the actor, I probably would hate him in real life. I don't picture the guy that plays Joffrey being a good person in real life. It's that, that amount of hate. I know that sounds uncivilized, but that's how I feel about Joffrey. Oh my days. That kid, man. That kid thinks he runs the world, man. I fucking hate Joffrey, bro. You know what? After this, I'm gonna go on the internet and Google the guy that plays Joffrey. I'm sure he gets death threats, man. Like, people probably want to stab him. The guy is so annoying, alright? But I love him. I feel like every time he comes on the screen, I'm like, what is this piece of shit gonna say now? You know what I mean? The other thing I like about Game of Thrones, it's not your typical sci-fi, whatever genre it's in. Like, when I first watched it, because I know there are dragons, obviously, but I like that thing where they don't bring too much into a series at the start. Like, obviously there's dragons, but we don't see them all the time. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you get films where if there's like things like dragons, they'll always show them all the time, so to show off the CGI and stuff like that. Whereas in Game of Thrones, they keep it low key. Sometimes you don't even see dragons in like 3 episodes or whatever. I mean, I love that about it. So it kind of, it gives meaning to the story more than just seeing dragons and CGI all the time. I love that about it, because it keeps you waiting, wanting more and stuff. I also like the fact that you get other characters that are not in some episodes, which are actually main characters, if you understand what I mean. For instance, there are episodes without Jon Snow, like literally not in an episode, or maybe just a flash or something, like quickly. And I think that's a great thing. I hate those series where all the time they're just showing the main character, man. Like, we get it, he's the main character. Now, can we have other characters that we can, see? You know what I mean? That's good. I also like the fact that you get to see tits of everyone. So even main characters, you get to see their tits. You don't see tits of just extras. So you see tits of people that are going to be in the series throughout, and you still see them. Because sometimes in series, they'll show tits of other people, right? So I want to see tits of people that main characters as well, like what they do in Game of Thrones, which is great. Like the Khaleesi girl. I've seen her tits so many times, I'm getting tired of them. I mean, she's one of the main characters, and yet I see her tits in nearly every episode, man. Fucking hell, man. Do they even actually get naked? I've never Googled to find out. Seriously, there's so many tits, man. Fucking hell. Yeah, so I think that's all I love from Game of Thrones. The other stuff, I'll probably think about 10,000 stuff after I finish doing this video. But yeah, it's a great series, man. I think I'm in love. Hopefully they make like 10 more, because I think I'm on season 4 or 3 or 5. God knows, man. I lost track of it because I've been watching too much of it. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's alright. So yeah, that was it from me today. Peace.